Yo, what's up? Good afternoon, everybody. So, welcome to Starbucks, Marutang Square. And right now, we are going to. This is actually final exam for my students from SMP Negeri 1 Tomohon. Okay, and we decided to run like a mini talk show to discuss about materials that we learn in our English learning program, extracurricular English learning program in their school. Okay, and I'm gonna be the host. My name is Marco Ulur. I'm basically their English teacher. And right now I will ask them to introduce themselves one by one. Okay, start from Arcelia.
Okay. Hello everybody. My name is Arcelia Halim. You can call me Arcelia. I'm school in SMP Negeri 1 Tomohon. I come from Tomohon and I live in Wailan. And
What do you want to be in the future?
when I grow up, I want to be a minister of education and an athlete karate. So besides I be a minister of education, I can self-defense.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Grace, it's your turn to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's good everybody? My name was Grace Polakitan. I schooling in SMP Negeri 1 Tomohon. I live in Tomohon and me and Arcelia was come in Tomohon. And my hobby is singing and playing badminton because I just like singing and playing badminton too. When I grow up, I want to be a English teacher like Sir Marco and psycholog and a doctor. And today we're gonna talk about our daily activities, school and science.
Actually, we're gonna talk almost all of the lessons that we learn in the class. Okay. I think we're not gonna talk about daily activity because you're gonna discuss it in your English vlog. Okay. So first question, we're gonna discuss about maybe the easiest topic. Okay. It's about chemical elements. Okay. So first question. So what kind of chemical elements that we need to sustain our life? We use it to breathe.
Oxygen.
Okay. And how about chemical elements that's actually water, but it's also flammable because it's also the fuel for example, rocket.
Hydrogen.
What about the gas? That's really light, so they use it to float some balloons.
Helium.
Helium, okay, that's good. And also, where can you find, for example, carbon?
Carbon.
Do you know carbon?
Yes.
Can you tell me something about carbon?
It's like carbon dioxide is on everywhere. Like in the streets, there's so many carbons. Is it?
And yeah, where can we find carbon? Like
Charcoal.
What's amazing with carbon? It relates with jewelry.
Carbon, we can make diamond of it.
Yeah, we can make diamond, and there is actually the tutorial exists in YouTube. You can check it. Okay. And next, let's talk about. Oh, wait. So this kind of chemical element, this element is hard, so that's why they use it to make some tools. Iron. I'm gonna challenge you. What's the atomic number of iron?
26.
26. Okay, that's great. How about the atomic number of oxygen?
2 or 8. 8. Is it?
8. Yeah, 8. And actually, I'm gonna ask you a special question. So you know salt? What kind of chemical elements that we can find in salt?
Natrium.
Natrium or sodium, okay? And what's the atomic number of sodium or natrium?
Maybe 12.
11. You just miss a little. And next, do you know fertilizer?
Yeah.
So what kind of chemical elements that we usually find in fertilizer?
Nitrogen.
Do you know the atomic number of nitrogen?
7.
7. Okay, great. So let's move to next topic. I think we're gonna discuss about organ, okay? Human organs, okay? Yeah, can you open the picture? So first question, what kind of organ that we use to think about something and solving problems?
Brain. Brain.
What kind of, okay, let's relate it with some diseases, okay, common disease. What is the common disease of, what kind of disease that we commonly get in our brain when we grow old?
Alzheimer disease.
Alzheimer. Can you tell me something about Alzheimer?
A condition that affects the brain and can make it hard for people to do things or do everyday tasks.
Okay, how about organ that we use to, organ that has function to transport blood to entire body of us, of ours? Artery and vein. And what's the difference between artery and vein? Anybody knows? So there are two kinds of veins. The blue and the red one. So what does it mean? Anybody knows? It relates with oxygen to the brain. No idea.
Transfer, maybe the blue one transfer oxygen.
Oh yeah. No, the red one. The red one carries high oxygen blood to the brain, and gets back to, when it gets back to the heart, it carry less. That's why they color it blue like that. Okay. And it's called vein, and we can see actually our vein on our hands like this. Okay. And you know pneumonia. Can you tell me something about pneumonia?
A lung infection that can make it hard to breathe and cause coughing, like fever and other symptoms.
Okay, it's a kind of virus or bacterial infection. And where does it take place? The infection of pneumonia?
In our lungs.
Our lungs. What can we do with our lungs?
Breathe.
What kind of gas we breathe?
Oxygen.
Definitely oxygen. Can you breathe carbon dioxide?
No, we're not. No, I don't.
Because we inhale with carbon dioxide.
Okay. So what's special then with plants? What kind of gas plants inhale or take?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. That's why when we, like in the middle of the day, when we stand under the tree, it's gonna be really fresh. I mean, the air is gonna be really fresh. Okay, next. So let's talk about, oh yeah, diseases, guys. Okay, we have to talk much about diseases. What kind of diseases that we commonly get in our heart?
Happens where the heart suddenly stops working properly and doesn't get enough blood or oxygen. It can cause chest pains and other serious problems.
Okay. Can I use your own words? Okay, use your own words. How about osteoporosis?
Osteoporosis.
Anybody knows?
Our bone is maybe cracked like that.
Fragile.
Yeah, fragile. So
And yeah, it's because of we consume probably little calcium. And next, do you know liver?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of what kind of disease that we commonly get in our liver? It started by H.
Diabetes.
No, it's
pancreas.
Kidney. Opo, kami ka ito.
I give you clue. The last part of the word is tidis. That's the end of the word, tidis.
Gastritis.
No, another one. Hepatitis. So what is actually hepatitis? The clue is alcohol and toxin.
Oh, because our liver get poisonous by the alcohol.
What is actually the function of liver?
Liver can clear out our poisonous in our body.
Poison and toxin. And what else? Let's talk about intestines. Do you know intestines?
Yeah.
And what's the function of intestines?
Intestines. When break down food, maybe. Food anyways.
And what's the common disease we have in our intestines?
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea. What type of diarrhea is your favorite one?
Nothing.
All right. So next, let's move to pancreas. Do you know pancreas? What's the function of pancreas?
Pancreas to control blood sugar.
And what's the disease we commonly get if our
Diabetes.
diabetes? What kind of disease is actually diabetes? What kind of disease is diabetes?
Because our pancreas cannot control blood sugar anymore.
Can't control blood sugar anymore. I think that's enough for, okay? Hopefully one day one of you can be doctor, okay? Let's talk about lighter material. It's called parts of plants that no. Parts of plants, definitely humans don't have those kind of things, okay? So, do you know cambium?
Yes.
What's the function of cambium?
They can transfer the water into the all things of the trees.
Or it can be our artery and vein in the tree.
What's the difference between branch and twigs?
Branch is the bigger one, and twig where leaf and flowers grows.
And what's the function? Do you know root?
Yes.
What's the function of root?
They
Can help the tree stand up properly.
their root's function is they get water from the
Soil.
yeah,
Ground.
soil ground and the sands of dirt. As we know, dirt have water because of rain. So roots can take it to transfer it into the cambium, and the trees will get enough water from save his life.
Maybe you have ever heard about photosynthesis.
Yes.
And where does it happen in tree part?
Leaf.
In leaves. Can you tell me? Can you explain by using simple words about photosynthesis?
Photosynthesis is when the leaf is cooking some food for the tree.
By the help of,
The sunlight.
as well as what kind of gas? They need to cook.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Okay. So next, what's the biggest part of tree?
Log. Log.
Log. Okay. And I think this is really easy, guys. So what's the difference between fruit and seed?
Fruit is have a seed for they can live. They can what in English.
Grow.
They can grow the other trees like what in the seeds. The seeds is the place or the someone they can plant it and they can grow into the new trees.
Wait a minute, guys. We need to check the video. Okay, let's move to the second session. So let's talk about solar system. Okay. Have you learned about the solar system?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, about planets. I like to discuss about this kind of material. So solar system. What's the center of solar system?
Sun.
Can you tell me something about the sun? What's special with the sun?
Sun is a very hot stars. They can get lights for the earth, and yeah, they have a big gravity.
Sun is not a planet, but it's a star. The big star.
How much mass if you compare sun with the entire solar system? How much mass? Berapa berat? How many percent?
100.
No idea.
100.
If you want to weigh the weight of solar system, the total of the weight, how many percent of sun? How much percent sun has of the mass of solar system?
109 times.
I probably didn't tell you. So the mass of sun is around 96% of the mass of The solar system. The solar system. So the most the most mass is in the sun. And if one celestial object is really has the most probably mass, everything around it is going to orbit. Is going to orbit it because because it's going to have like a high gravity like that. Okay, so that's why our planet also is orbiting the sun. And okay, talking about our planet, what's the name of our planet?
Earth.
Earth. Tell me something about Earth.
One of the planets that have atmosphere,
Atmosphere.
so we can live.
What do they call our planet? Our planet. Our planet's nickname. Mars is red planet. How about Earth?
Earth is a blue planet.
Blue planet. So what's the difference actually between Earth and Mars?
Mars is a red planet. They didn't have oceans. They didn't have water. Maybe he have it, but we didn't see because not many transportation that we can go to Mars. And Mars was a red planet. Of course, Earth was a blue planet.
Can we ride Gojek to go to Mars?
No, we're not.
No, just kidding, guys. All right, so there is a planet. Can you mention all of the? Can you mention everything that exists in solar system? At least the objects, the gigantic objects, all of them.
Jupiter.
No, I mean all of them, all of planets, and also the sun.
Oh, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptunus. Uranus and Neptunus.
Which one that's not planet anymore?
Pluto.
Why?
Because the Pluto cannot like
Pluto's orbit is tidak bersih.
not
Doesn't
clean.
clear yet. Maybe one day it's going to collide with some. I don't know. Okay, so that's why Pluto is not a planet anymore because its orbit isn't clear yet. And okay, so Mercury and Venus, which one is hotter?
Venus.
Mercury, Venus. Why Mercury?
Just
Just give me your reason. Why you think Mercury is the hottest planet?
the nearest planet in the Earth, in the
Sun.
Sun.
And you?
Venus. In Indonesian, we can call it like bintang fajar
Oh yeah.
because the planet is very hot.
And it shines bright also.
Yeah.
It shines bright. So the closest planet to the sun is Mercury, but actually the hottest planet is Venus because Venus has atmosphere and the like a global warming effect rumah kaca. I don't know what you say it in English.
Plus,
Greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect in Venus is really pretty extreme. That's why it's like oven, guys. Okay, so the heat that goes into the Venus is trapped by the planet itself. So that's why it looks like star, guys, on the clear night sky. So what is the weirdest planet then? The weirdest planet.
Uranus
Why?
because it rotates sideways.
And also the names. Okay. And I want to ask you question, Grace, okay? Which planet that has supersonic storm?
Jupiter.
Another one.
Saturn.
Another one.
Uranus.
The color is blue.
Uranus or Neptune.
Neptune. Okay. So as you can see with the picture, actually it adds actually like a almost endless storm also, like Jupiter.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me something about the red giant spot in Jupiter?
Spot is like endless storm.
How many Earth that we can feel in that hole? I mean in that
3 Earth.
3 Earth. Okay. Because what's the biggest planet actually in solar system?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay. How about the planet that has ring?
Saturn.
And what is it made of? The rings? I mean, its ring.
About the stones of microscopic particle and maybe I didn't know English. It's just called subok asteroids. Maybe because Saturn have a big gravity, so many particles is gathered on the Saturnus and make it have a rings, big rings.
It's a dust and ice.
Yeah, it's actually some.
Nice.
No problem, no problem. Okay, we are talking about something that we don't know actually now.
Yeah.
We're talking about science. Okay. Yeah, as far as I know, it's actually some dust and ice. What else we haven't discussed, guys? Okay, I think that's enough for the discussion about. Let's move to the last material. Animals body parts that humans don't have. Okay. Okay, so we discussed about 5 categories of animals. Can you tell me those 5 categories?
Mammals, birds, reptile, fish, insects.
And can you tell me the body parts we don't have but usually exist in some mammals?
Pouch and trunks and antennae. Antennae? Antler.
Antler. What is antler actually?
It's
Hard thing on a deer,
Grow
like
on the head of, for example, deer. Yeah, it exists only on deers actually, because goat, it's called horn.
yes, I would say horn.
All right, so tell me something about reptiles.
reptile have scales. They have
They have scales.
and they have tail and cold blood.
What does cold blood mean in reptiles?
Cold blood means is they have a cold.
They cannot control their
They cannot control their
body temperature.
body temperature. So if the animals wanna get warm, they can go to the places that have enough sunlight, so they can get his body warm.
So animal body parts that is going to frighten us when we swim on the sea. What is it? No. It's going to frighten. It's going to make us afraid
Fin.
when we are fin.
Fin.
So what animal has fin?
Sharks.
Shark. And why are we afraid of shark?
Because they have a fin. They are dangerous.
I want to ask you one question, guys. You think with your logic, okay? So who kills human more? Which one kills human more? Shark or mosquito?
Mosquito.
Are you afraid of mosquito?
No, I'm not.
Are you afraid of shark?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so that's funny, right? Irony, okay? Because mosquito is the human killer, guys, okay? people killing animal. Because of demam berdarah. I don't know demam berdarah in English, guys. Yeah. Can you tell me something about bird?
Birds.
Oh yeah, Archer.
Oh, bird have beak, wings, and claws.
Can you explain about beak?
Beak is a hard thing that looks like that bird's lips.
So what's the difference between our mouth or mammal's mouth?
Beak is very hard, and our mouth is maybe a little bit soft.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me the? Can you tell me something about wings?
Wings in the different birds. In the different birds, they didn't have wings because they live at the Nordic islands like penguin. But many birds they have wings for they fly.
They have wings, but they cannot fly.
They have wings, but they cannot use it to fly, guys. Okay, because they just swim. So what is gills?
Gills is
What is a gill?
like our lungs in fish, and can make fish breathe underwater.
What kind of fish body part that makes them having the ability to float up and float down in the water. Swim bladder. Okay, so it function like kapal selam, guys, submarine. What's special with lizard's tail?
Lizard's tail can come off when they feel there is a dangerous.
You can make it as a decoy. And do you know scales?
Yes,
Where can we find scales?
in the snakes. Snakes and
Some reptiles.
some reptiles.
Does fish also have scales?
Yes.
Yes. And so, what is exoskeleton? What is exoskeleton?
Skeleton is like a body protector on insects.
It's like bones, but it's actually grow outside their body. And so insects. What's the difference between our eye and insect eye?
Our eye is just only see the straight, but what eyes? But
Insects' eyes.
They can use they to see everything, like what happens with the right and left.
Archie, can you explain? I give you clue. The difference is the lenses, guys.
Is compound eyes.
Yeah, compound eyes. What's the difference with our eyes?
Our eyes like can clearly see colors without the contact like the insects. And insects need some compound eyes to see clearly.
Alright, guys, I think that's enough for today. I've asked everything because the rest of the parts are only, I think it's really easy, okay? And antennae. I forgot how to pronounce this, guys, okay? Antenna, okay? Antenna from insects. What do you think it for, guys?
They use to communication.
Communication. So what's the difference between antenna and antler?
Antler is like a hard stuff on the deer. Antennae is for communication that little bit soft.
Antenna. Okay, the last one. What is trunk and pouch?
Oh,
are
trunks. Trunks. We can find trunks in elephants. They can use it to take her food, like give it to my mouth, and they can eat it. The pouch, if we can find it into the kangaroo, they can take his kids into the pouch so they can protect their kids.
Okay, that's great. So the last question is not about the material; it's about your future. So why do you want to be in the future? Explain.
I want to be a doctor because when I grow up, maybe many people they have a sick and minus of the doctor, so maybe I can help them with getting a doctor too. I want to be an English teacher like Sir Marco, teach how the English, what the fun of English with our students, and I will be a psychologist too, about the teens. Many teens in the nation, especially in the nation, they have a mental health is really down. So
Teenagers.
maybe I can help them better with their mental.
Okay, those are great dreams, guys. Okay. Okay, Archie, explain your dream as complete as you can.
For me, I want to be a minister of education, so I can like
Try to find the best teaching method or the best teaching, the best curriculum,
so I can
education. Because
Teach.
our country, Yeah, we
teach
have-
the school that doesn't have English lessons.
Oh, you want to make
So-
English as our second language?
Yeah.
Okay, Arjun.
Playing to
What
make
do
it.
you-
We're playing to make
Yeah.
And then I want to be an athlete karate, so I can
Oh, yeah.
self-defense from
Karate,
Bulgari,
martial arts.
and so I can self-defense. Like,
Okay. Yeah. So I think just like that for our activity today, guys. So you still need to make your own English vlog. Okay, good job for today, and hopefully we can be here again, or maybe somewhere next semester. Okay. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to keep learning English. Never give up. Stay healthy and
Stay smart.
stay smart.